Good afternoon, Platts. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Energy, 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 energy. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, my Platts. Calm down now. Of course, it's midday. Welcome to August and welcome to episode 8 of season 5 of Platt's Portrait Podcast. For those of you who are new here, this podcast aims to explore the behind the scenes. I'm just going to bring my laptop around because I'm going to bring the laptop right here because I can't pretend that I'm not looking at it anymore, guys. I can't pretend. I'm just going to read from the laptop, if that's fine with you guys, because I can't do it. Okay, so explores the behind the scenes stories of the parcel page, and of course me, Platt. Ignore. I need to go to the bar. Right? Don't look at me. Parcel page, and of course me, Platt. Here we try to push the narratives of poetry, prose, and plays in our unique style. For today's episode, we'll go over some poems and stories as always, and then just talk random things as we usually do. Before moving into the word of the day segment, I want to thank everyone for the last 7 months. Truly, time flies by in an instant. It's been 7 months of the year. We have we're in month 8, and after the next 2 weeks, I'd have recorded all the things for August, which means that August will be done. Which means that in truth, we only have 3 months left in the parcel calendar, and those 3 months involve the most important thing, Poetry Week. Could you imagine that? Poetry Week is right around the corner. Yeah. Anyway, Poetry Week is coming up. That's nice. So this continues to be the best year for the page overall. It's such a good year that I thought that summer's statistics were down. You see, usually summer is explosive, and it has a whole new set of people that just come onto the scene and make the likes go up and up and up, and the interaction go up and up and up and up. But we've been so consistently good. Notice, we've been so consistent. Notice that word, consistent. We've been so consistently good as a team that summer just looks like a normal summer. It just looks like a normal day in the office. That is how good we're doing. And I must say, thank you. It just looks like a normal, lovely day in the office. And I must say, the goal for this year was 5K impressions. I think we almost touched 7K one time. I didn't screenshot it, so I can't claim it, but we almost touched 7K. You know how much that is? That's 2,000 more people seeing the page than we planned for people to see the page. 2,000 more people. 2,000 more. I'm sorry, headphone listeners. Our goal for the year was 1,000 plats. Guess what? This morning, when I checked, we're 1,100 plats. Growth, people, growth. Over on TikTok, the goal is 50 people. 50 plats. We're at 40. 10 off. 10 in 3 months. That sounds possible. I think it's possible. We shall make it happen. I don't know if it will make it happen, but 50 is a cool start. 50 is a nice start. I think that we should make new goal for the poetry page 1,200 people by the end of the year. I think that's possible. Do you think it's possible? I think it's possible. 100 new people in the next 100 something days. I can do it. We can do it. Before I run into the actual episode, if you're new here, please take some time to go over to the Instagram page and follow us at platt.s_parcel. That's at PLATT. So P as in Platt, L as in love, A as in amazing. Sorry. Be serious. So go follow us over on Instagram at platt.s_parcel. So that's at platt.s_parcel. That is at P as in perfectly, A as in but Jesus, guys, we doing you. Perfectly lovable, amazingly talented and tough. At perfectly lovable, amazingly talented and tough .s_parcel. We post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can also find links to our stories and other things in the description below over on the YouTubes and even in the bio on the Instagram page. Enjoy today's episode, of course. Music, editing magic. I don't have that yet though, but just imagine it. imagine it. Okay, we're at the word of the day section. Again, Spotify changed the way that this is done. So it's just easier if I just do everything in one take rather than adding the music in between anyway. You know, we just have to work with what we got. All right. So word of the day today is you know, I want to start off with a story. You know, when I was doing physics eons ago, thank God I no longer do that. Eons ago, we used to explore all kinds of topics from mechanics to magnetism and so on. Of course, everyone knows that I'm a chemistry major. That is what I do for my day 9 to 5. It's a wonderful job and wonderful experience being a chemistry major. So often what I would learn in physics class would make a return in chemistry class and vice versa. Especially global warming. Physics and chemistry explain global warming completely differently. Chemistry is all about the greenhouse gases and the molecules and how they interact with the ozone layer and blah 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 and all those other things. Physics will be like radiation incident on plants is ultraviolet, and then this ultraviolet radiation is then absorbed by the plants and then released by the plants as infrared, and infrared is trapped within the atmosphere, causing it to heat up. You know, that's so nice. And then chemistry is like, these particles destroy the ozone layer, these particles trap heat, these particles, you know, different explanations for the same thing. It's cool. Just different perspectives on the matter, right? Just different perspectives. Sometimes different perspectives is a good thing. So physics and chemistry would not always agree with one another on many things. However, when it came to the atom, and charge, there was little, if any, disagreement. There was no war between the two disciplines on what perspective you're supposed to view an atom. If anything, they perhaps decided to hold joint custody of the matter, where chemistry held on to the microscopic things such as the electrons, and physics took hold of the nucleus. That's a joke, because you have nuclear physicists look at the nucleus of the atom, you know, and the chemistry is all about reactions, and reactions take place with the electrons on the outside, right? Outside of the nucleus. Chemists only really care about the nucleus in certain spectroscopic activities. You know, I could go on and on about chemistry all day long, but really the word of the day today is lightning. Now, what is lightning? Lightning is the occurrence of a natural electrical discharge of a very short duration and high voltage between a cloud and the ground, around or within a cloud, accompanied by a bright flash and typically a loud thunder, like that. Yeah, but louder than that. I've lost myself in the script. I don't know where I am anymore in the script. Oh, sorry, I'm right. All right. So the story of lightning begins with charged particles. In the most basic sense, the bottom of the clouds carry with them negative charge, and this negative charge induces a positive charge on the ground below. Induction is a physics thing. It's also a chemistry thing, but let's just say it's a physics thing right now. The negative charge of the cloud and the positive charge of the ground form an attraction. Yay, chemistry is all about the attraction between things. Attraction causes reaction. That's I've never heard anyone say it, but it's actually a cool thing. Attraction causes reaction. Attraction causes reaction. Attraction causes reaction. Okay, so okay, focus. Okay. When this attraction becomes strong enough, an electrical discharge occurs, and that is what we call lightning. The speed and force at which lightning passes through air, piercing it, causes thunder. But louder than that. I just don't know how to. I don't know. I know how to clap loud, but the earphone users will not appreciate me clapping loud, okay? I remember I was at the national trials in June for Olympics. That's going on currently. Now let's not about that still. Going on currently. My enemies will not prosper. Anyway, that's all I will say about the Olympics. And there was this one gentleman in the crowd that was just clapping. His claps could be heard across the stadium. It sounded like a two pot cover linked together, but you know it's him. And there was a baby beside him. The baby was like, this is cool, baby. Anyway, in the context of poetry, why I picked the word lightning today, the context of poetry, lightning would carry the same definition of a spark. Similar definition, let's not use same, similar definition as a spark that magically develops between two people, except whereas the spark is an instantaneous thing that doesn't last very long, or it lasts forever, who knows, it depends on the people. Lightning requires time. It requires time to build up before eventually exploding onto the scene. You know, attraction causes reaction. The spark is an initial attraction that is just instant reaction. But the long reaction of lightning is a much more observable, much more desirable, much more preferred. It's the slow step. It's the fast step. There's the fast step of the reaction, and there's a slow step. You know, you gotta appreciate the slow steps of reactions, okay? They might not be, you know, that guy, that rate determining step. Wait a minute. That's, rate determining step. Determining step. This is so random. So, in chemical kinetics, the overall rate of reaction is often approximately determined by the slowest step, known as the rate determining step, or rate limiting step. Okay, so the spark, this fast thing, the fast reaction, but the lightning is a long reaction. It's slower. It's a slower part of it all. And the slower part is actually what matters. It's the rate determining step. It makes sure, it tells you what kind of reaction we're going to have. Is it going to be an SN1 or an SN2 reaction? We got to know. Anyway, my brain's in a chemistry mood today. Anyway, so lightning requires time to build up before exploding onto the scene. Slow burns are like lightning in the sense that you never saw it coming until it just happened. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And when it happens, it is beautiful, powerful, and impactful. Anyway, let's get into the episode, guys. So today we're going to be sharing a poem or two. I wonder if the rain looks to the sea wondering why not me. Does he pour out the cloud drain purposely to run people away from the beach in an act of insanity? I wonder if the rain looks to the river wondering why not me? Does he fill her banks with pain, with the pain that comes from thinking that people prefer a sunny reality? I wonder if the rain looks to the ocean wondering why not me? Does he flood boat docks to hide the stain of feeling that nobody loves him truly? I wonder if the rain, when he comes, sees the smiles of plants or of those behind freely washed panes. I wonder if the rain. This poem is called Envy. It is Envy, and the subtitle is The Rain. So at the heart of envy is, so I wrote this poem for the Next Poet Challenge up on the block, which is going to be up on this Friday, actually. So go check that out. And the Poet Challenge is called Sensitive States, where we're going to be exploring certain emotional states that you might be in, you might encounter in life. So the first three poems that are going out in August are Envy, Embarrassment, and Anxiety. All three of them. I recorded them today. Now, at the core of envy is why not me? Hence the repetition of why not me in this poem. So envy is an unusual emotion in that it exists not on its own, but arises when we compare ourselves to others similar to ourselves and perceive that the other has something, an attribute, a job, a relationship we want but do not have and might never achieve. Simple comparison, however, is not enough. Like must be compared with like. So apples are compared with apples. Water as in this poem, is compared with water. In this oddly designed sonnet I just gave you, it's an odd sonnet because instead of doing an A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G, I've done A, B, C, I've done A, B, 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 A, B. 14 lines, I think that was, I don't know. Oddly designed sonnet. Rain is comparing itself to the sea, the river, and the ocean. And how often, when he comes around to these places, people run away. They are all forms of water. The rain, the river, the ocean, the sea, they are all forms of water. But they are all treated differently. And rain's envy comes from the idea or thought that people love them, the rain, love them, the sea, the river, the ocean, more than he. When that is not the true reality of it all, is it? No one wishes to be at the beach when it is raining. You know, it's just what it is. The waves are too strong and lightning is deadly. No one wishes to be at an overflowing river lest they drown. Many of the people have drowned at an overflowing river. It's not safe. None desire to hoist a wet sail. You know, a heavier sail becomes when it is wet. But rain, so fixated on people running away and running away and disliking him in comparison to his other water forms, fails to see the joy that comes to most when he arrives, to the plants that need him to survive, to the people that love when rain washes their car for free, you know, and when rain washes off the dirt from the window panes. You know, rain does not see the joy because he's too busy being envious of the joy of others. This is done to showcase that when we are consumed by envy, we often forget our own attributes and make us special as we sink deeper into a well of comparison. So this poem uses metaphor and rhetorical question, among my favorite techniques, not my favorite. Rhetorical question, maybe not my favorite, who knows? The quiz is available. As well as basic imagery to highlight the necessary themes that comparison is the thief of joy and envy is the written on the cornerstone. Anyway, moving on to a next poem that should be, this is Monday's poem. So this poem was posted on Monday. But today's Wednesday. Right. Yeah. In a moment of weakness, he cried out to the heavens, "If I am winning, why am I not satisfied?" The stars answered him saying, The path to success is a dangerous one. There are days where you will feel as high as an eagle, and weeks you will feel like you lay along the floor hiding from eagles. Life happens fast. Success, however, lacks linearity and requires definition. When we make success an undefined destination, we rob ourselves of small wins, we rob ourselves of the now, we rob ourselves of satisfaction as we chase after an invisible target. To the point that even when we are winning, it doesn't feel enough. You must always ask yourself, what is this success that I am chasing? Or you will risk becoming burned out or lost. The man heard the stars and decided to define success as more. Damn, that's a nice poem. This poem is a part of the Chaser's Paradox narrative poetry series that we're doing for the summer. It's 6 poems. It's a six part poem. It's actually just one long narrative poem, but I broke it up in 6 parts, and it's all about dream chasing and the paradox of the dream chaser. This episode is particularly about how undefined success leads. Sorry, we're so far in the episode. I don't think anyone's going to see this. Undefined success. Imagine this is the episode that goes viral. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Anyway, so undefined success is not good, because then you'll be chasing an invisible target. So you need to define your success. That's what this poem is all about, defining your success. But the chaser ends up defining success as a desire for more, as something more. That's so vague. That's even more. That's probably worse than simply having, just having no definition at all. So explanation, the way we define success is important. That's what this poem is saying. You need to define success in a particular way, because if you don't define success, you'll end up chasing an invisible target, and that will leave you burned out and lost. Go check out the rest of the series. It's awesome. So those are the poems we're doing today. I haven't finished writing the book. That's supposed to be posting next week, Wednesday. We'll do that. We'll do that soon. I'm way in the past, guys. You don't have to worry about it. I don't know why I decided to look like a bum today, but I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, hopefully. Guys. So let's discuss some general housekeeping things. Poetry Week is December 13 to December 21st. Yeah, it's the end of fall. Yeah, fall ends to December 21st. Then the poetry year ends December 22nd. Precisely then, yeah. The parcel year. So, Poetry Week is not actually Poetry Week anymore. It's Parcel Week. So I don't know what to do. So normally I'd post 6 poems, because it's all, Poetry Week is all about poetry. But now it's Parcel Week. So I'm thinking to do a poem, story, and a play to foreshadow the fact that next year we're starting Platt's plays. I don't really know what exactly to do with the circumstances that befall me at the moment. But I do know this. It's going to be an awesome week of content. 6 straight days of content, usually 7 days if I feel generous. So 6 straight days of content, followed by the goodbye, happy holidays post, then 2 weeks of break, and then we just start the new year. Although I'm pretty sure next year I'm starting the parcel year way down in January, because of how much I want to start with a bang. So I want to start the 2025 parcel year with Platt's plays, because that's the new guy on the block, and I want to just hit it out of the park right away. I'm going to do 1 play per season, right? Because I want to have the lines memorized. I want to do some cinematography. I want to get back into my editing bag. I'm very lazy when it comes to this podcast editing, but when I was editing, I used to could edit, but I've lost the passion for editing, but that's just Poetry Week, Parcel Week. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's the 5th year or the 4th year of Parcel Poetry Week. And that's awesome. Next up on the agenda of things to discuss, let me sit up and stop being a bum. School. Yes. School starts in 3 weeks for me. That's why I'm trying to get as much done. August 26th. Super STEM major. I'm a chemistry person. All I do in my life is chemistry. But I only have 1 chemistry course next semester, as with the last semester, which is good and bad. I'm doing statistics. I've been trying to avoid statistics. Statistics is my least favorite section of mathematics. I think it's a very interesting section of mathematics. I won't upset the math people. It's doing some elementary Spanish, I have to do it for the general education requirements. And I'm also doing some other things. But yeah, physical chemistry is my next target. And physical chemistry is an interesting section of chemistry because it's all about math, is it not? Yeah. I love myself some maths, but I haven't been doing math much since last year. So we'll see. I've been watching some videos on it. Looks like it's not that bad. There's some differential equations, some calculus, some variables, and things I should be able to jog my mind on. I say I don't wanna overstudy it. Although, you know, I have my 3-week rule. I have my first week is crunch week, and then you just spend the rest of the semester cruising. That's really my philosophy, you know. But I don't really want to stress myself out too much this semester, because I'm just last semester I was so bored. You know, at the end of it, I just got bored, and when I'm bored, I tend to quit. I don't want to quit. So I was, you know, but I get bored when I'm not being challenged. So I hope that this semester is more challenging, if not academically challenged, and I want extracurricular activity challenge, you know, because I know, you know, when I don't like being bored. Okay, that's just what we're gonna say, class. Yeah, but hopefully this semester is good. This semester should be good. It looks like it's gonna be good. It looks like it's gonna be fun. Looks like I'm gonna be busy. You know, guys, I love to be busy, and yeah, that's the school thing. Now to the music. I have music here. I don't know why music is here as a topic to discuss, but I guess I could discuss my music. So I've discovered a new artist this year, Olivia Dean. I don't know. You know, I don't know how to feel. You know, I know how I feel. You know, you discover someone and you're like, I want to go to a concert for this person because they're a new artist. You know, you should see the new artist. Well, she's relatively new. She's not relatively new. But she does shows in the United Kingdom, and I don't have access to the United Kingdom. And then the one show she's doing in Chicago, there's conflicts with the schedule. So I won't get to see her, but her music is lovely. Her music is it's like lightning, you know. She starts off slow, and her voice soothes you, and then it just explodes into this beautiful melody of it's just her songs. I remember Gladys Knight was doing a tribute to old school songs, and then a cover of End of the Road, and she went through If You Don't Love Me By Now You'll Never Know. And then she did Sometimes a Boy, you know, It Takes a Fool to Know That Love Don't Love Nobody. And then she said that these songs are songs that make you want to fall in love, right? And she sang End of the Road, and she said, although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's so natural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Come to the end of the road. You know those songs? And she describes the songs so perfectly. They are songs that make you want to fall in love. And Olivia Dean, her songs make me want to fall in love. Every time I hear her, there's one concert that I just keep replaying over and over and over again. Every time that I want to relax and just feel a wave of joy flood over me, I just listen to Olivia Dean live at Jazz Cafe. I don't know where this Jazz Cafe was, but I am so jealous of all these people 2 years ago that got to witness her perform these songs live. And I'm just saying, it just makes me feel like falling in love. And you guys know, I've not been, as much as I say I want to, you know, the love thing, I've not been very willing to risk the foolishness and the bullshit, you know. I've not been really, I'm sorry for cursing, but you know, her songs just make you want to fall in love. My favorite song at the moment is Dive, where she goes, it isn't working, I'm a tidal wave of question marks, and you're just surfing into me like it's a night. It's so crazy lately. You just understand my feelings, make me see I'm capable and fine and feeling beautiful tonight. I'm ready to dive. Maybe it's the love in your eyes. Maybe it's the magic in the wine. Maybe it's the fact that every time I fall, I lose it all. I can't sing, but I don't care. You got me from my head to my feet, and I'm ready to dive. And I listen, and I heard the song. I was like, this is a poem. This is a poem. That's what I love about music. This is what I love about music. Music is poetry, guys. It's poetry. Because it said, it isn't working. I'm a tidal wave of question marks. And you're just surfing, leaning into me like it's an art. That's that bars right there. It's so crazy. Lately, you just understand my feelings and make me see I'm capable of and fine and feeling beautified tonight. I'm ready to dive. She's ready to dive into this man, right? And every time I hear the song there, I think about this one young lady. I'm like, you know, really, I just want to dive. I'm ready to dive. You know, every time I hear this song, I just want to dive into love again, you know, because that's just how Olivia song make you feel like you want to fall in love. But I'm not going to spend the rest of this podcast talking about music. So there's the last topic in the body section here is book 2 of the Kane Saga. I've started book 2. Hopefully we can start posting it next year. I am trying not to make this another 3-year affair. Now that we have the bare bones of what we're writing, the magic system is done. I don't have to do all that magic madness. We're just gonna crack on with book 2. I wrote chapter 2 this week, and last week was good. I'm gonna try to wrap chapter 3 this weekend. I'm trying to write a chapter a week till the end of the year. That should get me at least to the middle of Act 2, and then I can start posting. Once I'm in the middle of Act 2, and then I can edit and write as I go. But it's going well. Book 2, The Winter Solstice, is all about the Northern Kingdom. So, you know, we're going to be exploring villains this book. This book is about villains and villains winning, because I am all about villains. The villain of this story is complicated, because as you know, the objective of the Kane Saga is to write a female lead. That is why it takes so long to write it, because I don't want to write no basic boring female lead, you know, because one of the complaints online is always that men do not know how to write female leads. I probably don't know how to write female leads myself, to be honest, but I'm trying. Okay, so this book, we're focusing on finding Maybelle, and that's the story. That's the objective: finding Maybelle. Everything else that happens on your way to finding Maybelle is just a part of the overarching plot. But the main plot of this book, finding Maybelle Kane. And it should be fun. So we've come to the end of another episode. 33 minutes, 17 seconds. So I hope that we all enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed writing it and mumbling and talking to you like this in the crazy divine of the world. I'm sorry. So I hope you all enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed writing it. Thank you again for spending time with us today. Of course, this is the end of another episode, and I will see you again in a month. September. Yes, September. You know what's funny, guys? I'm feeling like I'm going to just stop the podcast after this year, because it doesn't bring me much joy as much as it used to. Because it's not like nobody sees it, though. You know, it's just an end thought. I'm not as controversial as other podcasts. I just try to do fun poems and explain the poems, and maybe I need a partner. I don't know, but maybe the podcast. This is the last of the podcast, because I've tried 5 seasons and it's not working. The poetry is moving. The prose are moving somewhere. Although the prose are moving slow, like dog shit. Maybe they will move slow. The plays will be launching next year. The portrait, I could chemistry stuff. Really, I could rebrand Platt's portrait to chemistry stuff if I really wanted to. And the audio just could, well, I'll fix that. Anyway, but I could rebrand Platt's portrait to chemistry stuff. So I don't really know what to do with the podcast anymore. But we'll figure it out as we go. For now, Remember to follow us through the links below for more, and check out our books being posted on Wattpad and Inkit. The Instagram is at perfectly lovable, amazingly talented and tough .s_parcel. So at Platt.s_parcel. Until next time, my Platts, remember that you are perfectly lovable, amazingly talented, and tough, of course.